Yes. I was wondering if that was coming.
I said I had 12 minutes to get through senior night recognition. I don't know if I'm doing it in 12 minutes. Boys, one more time for our seniors, and let's get ready to introduce our seniors of the night. First off, introducing senior number 0, Dylan Uranga. Dylan is being escorted tonight by his parents, Michael Uranga, guide me to be able to play at the next level. I want to thank all of my friends, family, and God for all of the great experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Urengo. Up next, we have senior number 2, Trace Woods. Trace is being escorted by his parents, Lisa and Tom Woods. He has attended Lakeview for 4 years and been a member of the Lakeview baseball team for 4 years. His most enjoyable baseball memories was winning a Gold Glove his sophomore year and going to the Texas Tech baseball game. He wants to thank his family for being his #1 supporter and always being there for him. His mom, especially, for keeping it real with him. I also want to thank the ones that really broke down the game for him. Coach Carlos Del Rosa and Roger Hertz. Ladies and gentlemen, Trace Woods. Up next, we have senior number 8, Isaac Monreal. Isaac is being escorted by his parents, Chris and Rebecca Monreal, and his brothers and sisters. He has attended Lakeview for 4 years and been a part of the Lakeview baseball team for the last 4 years. His most enjoyable baseball memory was celebrating a playoff win with his team after beating Mineral Wells. He plans to attend Howard University or Howard College to pursue a degree in radiology, and he wants to thank his mom and his dad, his tío and his tía, and his Up next, we have senior number 10, Justice Gutierrez. Justice is being escorted by his parents, Zenobio Gutierrez and Maria Gutierrez. He has attended Lakeview for 4 years and been a member of the Lakeview baseball team for 4 years. And his most enjoyable baseball memory was the fun he would have. He plans to attend Howard College to pursue a degree in electrical technology, and he wants to thank his dad for always being there for him for all these years and constantly pushing him to be a better player on and off the field. He loves you, Dad. Ladies and gentlemen, number 10, Justice Gutierrez. Up next, we have senior number 15, Christian Esparza. Christian is being escorted by his parents, Cristo Esparza and Jesus Esparza. He has attended Lakeview for 4 years and been a member of the Lakeview baseball team for 4 years. His most enjoyable memory was making a diving catch in the playoff game last year. He plans to attend Angelo State University to pursue a degree in engineering, and he wants to thank his mom and his dad and his teammates for always encouraging him to be better. Ladies and gentlemen, senior Christian Esparza. Now we have senior number 16, Ethan Packard. Ethan is being escorted tonight by his parents, Yosh Packard and Jessica Bockelman, along with his brothers, Jason and Brayden. Ethan has attended Lakeview for 4 years and been a member of the Lakeview baseball team for 4 years. And his most enjoyable baseball memory was watching his brother's team win the Gold Glove his senior year. He plans to attend Angelo State University to pursue a degree in kinesiology, and he wants to thank all of his family and his supporters. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Packard. Our next senior is number 18, Camden Irvine. Camden is being escorted by his parents, Colin and Delaney Irvine. Camden has attended Lakeview for 4 years and been a member of the Lakeview baseball team for 4 years. His most enjoyable memory was going undefeated his freshman year on the JV and going to that Texas Tech baseball game. He plans to attend Angelo State University and pursue a degree in biology, pre-med. And he really wants to thank his parents for getting him into baseball at such a young age and guiding him to do better, to be a better person and better in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, Camden Irvine. Next up, we have senior number 35, Yandel Gonzalez. Yondel's being escorted by his mom, Nestle Jimenez, and sister, Yamalek Saseo. He has attended Lakeview for 4 years and been a member of the Lakeview baseball team for 4 years. His most enjoyable baseball memory was every moment and memory spent and made with his brothers both on and off the field. He wants to thank his family for always being there for him, his coaches for every opportunity that they gave him to play the sports that he loves, and his teammates for the unforgettable memories. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Yondel Gonzalez. And our last senior of the night, number 99, Jamie Salas. Jamie is being escorted by his parent, Crystal Martinez. He has been attending Lakeview for 4 years and has been a member of the Lakeview baseball team for 4 years. His most enjoyable baseball memory was watching his brothers do what they love and being able to be a big part of the program. Jamie plans to attend Howard College University and pursue a degree in social work. And he really wants to thank his family for always being there and never giving up on him, as well as his team for showing him what a brotherhood is and for giving him lifelong memories. Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite manager, Jamie Salas. Seniors, as we close out senior night, I just want to thank you one last time for an amazing 4 years. Thank you for all the hard work that you've done. Ladies and gentlemen, one more big round of applause for your seniors of the Lakeview High School.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Friendship being
Good evening and welcome to the north side of San Angelo, as it is senior night at Lakeview Chief Stadium, as tonight we close out Lakeview's season against the Snyder Tigers, coached by Charlie Hurst. This District 5 4A game, a lot of playoff implication here for one side. For Lakeview, it really has been a season of what could have been, as they started District 3-1 beating both Levelland and Friendship, who are the second and third place teams respectively in district. But as of late, they've lost 2 in a row and 6 of the last 7. Their only win in that stretch coming against Big Spring on the 14th of April. On the third base side of the field, looking at Snyder, they are coming in reeling as well. They have lost the last 5 games that they've played and last 6 of 7. Their last win coming March 31st against these Lakeview Chiefs. And that was a very important and costly game for Lakeview, as the Tigers ended up winning that game 7-3. Very similar to Lakeview, Snyder started the district season 4-2 and were really looking up at the beginning of district. But as I said, they lost 6 of 7. Looking at their season, they split with Estacado, who is Lubbock Estacado. They are the 4th place team currently in District 5 4A, winning 4-3 on the 20th of March and then losing 5-4 on the 14th of April. They also split with the Lobos of Levelland, who are the 3rd place team in district, winning a huge one, 29-15 on the 13th of March, and then losing 2-0 on the 2nd of April. What's at stake tonight? If Snyder wins, they will be 6-7 on the season.
The starting lineup for the Snyder Tigers.
And what matters is the Lubbock Estacado Matadors are sitting at 5-6 right now. If they lose tonight's game that they play against Friendship Memorial, that will put them into a tie with the Snyder Tigers. Both teams will be at 5-7, tied for 4th place. That would mean we'd have some tiebreakers that go through, since they split the season series 1-1. They'd be looking at having a playoff play-in game to determine who will be in the 4th seed for District 5 4A. Looking at that Lubbock Estacado team, they have to be kicking themselves because they could have made this game completely irrelevant if they would have won their last game, which was against Big Spring. Big Spring is bringing up the rear in District 5 4A, having only won 2 district games all year. One of those district games, they beat Lubbock Estacado last game. If the Matadors would have won that game, they would be in the playoffs, not worrying about the outcome of this game.
We have catcher number 8, Isaac Monria.
So as we are here for senior night, we're really looking at a powerful Snyder team against a young, pitching-heavy Chiefs team. Starting pitcher tonight for the Chiefs is going to be Andrew Young. He is the third most used pitcher on the staff, having pitched 21 2/3 innings so far this year. He has an ERA of 2.26, has allowed only 7 earned runs with 27 strikeouts. So he is going to be around the plate and bringing it, and it's going to be a very interesting matchup to see him against some of these Snyder Tiger hitters who are hitting over 400. When Lakeview is at the plate, they are led by a trifecta of Paxton Gaston, Justice Gutierrez, and Caleb Schumpert. Paxton Gaston right now is hitting .405 on the season with 2 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, 14 RBI, and 14 runs scored. Justice Gutierrez is hitting .317 on the season with 7 doubles, 1 triple, 20 RBI, 15 runs scored, and he's also walked 12 times. And then Caleb Schumpert, only hitting .260, but his slugging percentages, he's making things matter with 7 doubles, 5 triples, and 1 home run. as we will now have the presentation of the national anthem. As we get close to our opening pitch of tonight's game.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's play ball.
We have a wonderful evening for baseball. Right now, temperature is 88 degrees, almost no wind at all. The rains from the past couple of weeks have given us a wonderfully lush infield and outfield turf here at Lakeview. Hey fans, check out why First Community is the #1 local auto lender with great rates on new, used, or refinanced autos and a variety of payment options. They can help make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart. Apply online at 1cfcu.org or give them a call at 325-653-1465. Rates and terms based on approved credit. Again, we're glad that you're joining us here this evening. My name is Rob Ray. I'm joined in the booth by producer Shay Harris. And we are very, very pleased to be bringing you this game this evening. Looking at the lineup that Snyder will be sending up against Andrew Young, manager Charlie Hurst in his first year at Snyder. Batting first will be number 13, Ethan Garza. Batting second, number 3, Adrian Perez. Batting third will be number 1, Ethan Rios. Batting cleanup for the Tigers will be number 12, Seth Cooper. Batting fifth will be number 2, Aiden Claxton. Sixth will be number 6, Caden Barboza. Batting seventh will be the DH, number 8, Cristo Salazar. Batting eighth will be Eamon Martinez, number 7, and batting ninth will be Callan Green. As our first pitch by Andrew Young is a ball low and outside. First pitch is at 7:23. Again, thank you for joining us this evening. Garza is ahead 2-0 on the count. And that is fouled off to the behind the first base dugout for a strike. 2-1 is the count. Garza is hitting .472 on the season with 11 doubles and a triple. He has drawn 18 walks, but also struck out 16 times. As Young gets the strike call for the first out of the game, Garza down on strikes. Looks like Garza was expecting a breaking ball, got a fastball for the first out of the game. Stepping in now is Adrian Perez. He will be pitching for the Tigers. That is an inside fastball. Fouled off, strike one. Perez is hitting .310 on the season with 6 doubles and 10 RBI. Young's delivery just a little outside for ball one. Swing and a miss on the inside fastball. The Chiefs on defense, left field, Julian Monreal, center field, Gutierrez, right field, Reeves. As he gets a second strikeout, swing and a miss for Andrew Young. 2 outs now. And that brings up Ethan Rios. Rios hitting .370 on the season. Third base to first base for the Chiefs. Williams, Woods, Uranga, and Gaston. Andrew Young pitching, and Isaac Monreal is catching. Young starts off with a strike. 0-1 is the count. And the pitch, just a little outside, ball one. Strike two is the call. And the swing and miss. Good inning by Andrew Young. You are watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Welcome back to Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Coach Tony Cortez sends a lineup up against pitcher Perez. First up will be Isaac Monreal. Batting second will be Trace Woods. Batting third, number 10, Justice Gutierrez. Batting fourth, Connor Williams, number 29. Batting fifth, number 4, Caleb Schumpert. Batting sixth, number 5, Trevor Reeves. Batting seventh, number 22, Paxton Gaston. Batting eighth, number 0, Dylan Uranga. And batting ninth, number 7, and pitching, Andrew Young. As I said at the intro, it is senior night here at Lakeview, and there are 4 seniors in this starting lineup. So you know they're going to be definitely geared up, ready to make a great last impression on the north side here. Isaac Monreal, Trace Woods, Justice Gutierrez, and Dylan Uranga all playing in their last game here for Lakeview. Adrian Perez, first pitch, hits Isaac Monreal, and just like that, the Chiefs have a runner on first base. Up next will be Trace Woods, the shortstop and senior. Trace hitting .288 on the season with 6 RBI and 12 runs scored. Monreal not much of a threat to run at first. Perez comes set, and the pitch called strike. And that is popped up and taken care of by the first baseman Martinez for the first out. Ethan Packard is running over at first base for the catcher Monreal. Another senior getting an opportunity to make a difference in his last game here at Lakeview. One out now. That brings up Justice Gutierrez, the center fielder. And he hits it through the hole between third and short. And we have our first base hit of the evening. So with runners at first and second, that brings up Connor Williams, the third baseman. Looking at Perez and his numbers for the season, he has 31 1/3 innings pitched. He has an ERA just over 4. And that's a line shot. Great catch by Green. He gets over to second base to double up Packard for the double play, the 4 unassisted double play, and that is how the bottom of the first ends. You're watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
See friendship being
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 20.
Welcome back to Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We go to the top of the second inning, and first pitch by Andrew Young to Seth Cooper is lined into center field for the Tigers' first hit of the game. That will bring up Aiden Claxton, the right fielder. And that is hit over to the second baseman. Uranga able to get it over to Gaston at first for the out. Cooper will move up to second base. But good play by Uranga, as that took a tricky hop on the dirt on the base path. One out now. That brings up Caden Barboza, the third baseman for the Tigers. Young with his first offering. Outside, good move by Isaac Monreal to not let that ball get to the backstop. One and oh is the count. Check at second base, and that is hit right at Uranga. Knocks it down, gets it over to Gaston for the second out. Cooper moves up to third base. That brings up the designated hitter, Cristo Salazar, batting from the left side. Salazar hitting .431 on the season. And swing and a miss. Nice downward movement from Young on that pitch. 0-1's the count, 2 outs. Cooper at third. That is hit over to shortstop, Woods, and he's not able to make the play. Cooper will score. And Salazar is on first with an E6. Woods tried to backhand that ball. I think he had a little bit more time than he realized and could have slid over to get in front of that. So Salazar is at first. That brings up Emma Martinez. It's low for ball one. Salazar has 7 steals on the season, so he is a threat to run here. Swing and a miss on the outside pitch. Young is now 1-1. Salazar over at first, doing a lot of movement, trying to draw the attention of Andrew Young. Good stop by Monreal. Ball 2. Young collects himself, set, and the pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 2. One run in so far. 2-2's count with 2 outs. And good idea by Young, as Martinez has swung and missed at 2 outside pitches, is not able to induce the swing that time. Full count now, 3-2, 2 outs. Top of the second inning. And that is skied behind the plate. Monreal, nice play. And that is the end of the top of the second inning as Snyder scores 1 run. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Snyder is leading 1-0. You're watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
See friendship being
Welcome back to Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We go to the bottom of the second inning as the Chiefs are down 1-0. Snyder scoring in the top of the second on a unearned run. And the Chiefs had an incredible opportunity at the bottom of the first inning, but a really nice play made by the second baseman Green, turning an unassisted double play ended the threat. Starting out the bottom of the second inning for Lakeview is Caleb Shumpert, the DH. He's quickly 0-2. Adrian Perez coming after the hitter. And a swing and a miss as the throw down to first base completes the strikeout for the first out of the bottom of the second inning. I'll bring up right fielder Trevor Reeves. First pitch is fouled back. 0-1. Right now, Adrian Perez, the pitcher for Snyder, not being made to work too much. He is coming right after these hitters, and they are swinging. And there is a fly ball to left field, and a great play by Velasquez, running about 70, 80 feet for that fly ball for the second out of the second inning. That brings up first baseman Paxton Gaston. And right now, Adrian Perez is averaging just about 2 pitches to each of these Chiefs hitters, as the first pitch to Gaston is low for ball 1. Gaston lays off the fastball that goes high. Gaston hitting .405 on the season, leading the Chiefs in batting average. Curveball's over for a strike. 2-1 is the count now. He has an on-base percentage of .466 and an on-base plus slugging of 1,023. Swing and a miss. Evens the count up at 2-2. Pitch. Gaston fouls it off his foot. Again, beautiful evening here on the north side of San Angelo. Shadows just now starting to creep onto the field as the first base dugout is casting a shadow between the pitcher's mound and home plate. Is going to make it a little challenging for the hitters as they're going to see that white baseball duck into the shadow right before it reaches the catcher. 3-2 is the count, 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning as grounded foul. Nice play by Coach over there. So we'll redo the 3-2. Perez comes set, and the wind up in the pitch. And gets just a piece of it. Perez climbed the ladder, and Gaston just able to get just a piece of that. Foul it straight back. 3-2 pitch. And that is hit into left field. Nice job for Gaston to stay back on that curveball. That brings up senior Dylan Uranga, second baseman. Uranga hitting .286 on the season. Has 10 RBI, scored 11 runs. And that curveball is fouled off down the first base line, out of play. 0-1 the count. Perez checks Gaston at first. And the pitch. That is grounded up to the shortstop, Garza, and he's unable to make the play. And just like that, the Chiefs have a little 2-out rally going on. As Uranga reaches on the error by Garza, that brings up Andrew Young, the pitcher. Hitting in the 9-hole. Big spot here. As the right field and left fielders are playing relatively shallow, a little deeper for the center fielder. And that is hit down the third base line. Well, foul. Nice job by Young as he actually tried to get time called, but was not granted time by the umpire. He was able to get his hand back on the bat and fouled that pitch off. 0-1 is the count. Gaston at second, Uranga at first. 2 outs. And that pitch hits the outside corner for strike 2. Young hitting .217 on the season. Just needing to make contact here as both the second baseman and shortstop trying to bounce Gaston back to the base at second. Perez delivers it low. for ball one. Perez comes set, checks Gaston at second, and the pitch. That is outside, and Gaston is running to third, and he is in there. Little delayed steal action as Uranga takes second. Don't know if that was a called delay steal or if Coach Cortez just had to play on it. If the ball's in the dirt, try to run, because that ball was in the dirt. Cooper not able to get the throw, and that's lined just foul. Couldn't quite, Young couldn't quite hold back on that inside pitch. Just a little ahead of it. Crowd was ready to erupt as after that double steal, that ball lands in fair territory. 2 runs would have scored without a problem. 2-2 now. This is the count. And the pitch. That gets down to the backstop. Gaston is coming in, and he scores. So Gaston scores on the wild pitch. Uranga makes his way to third. And Young has done a great job of working this into a full count. Three-two count, 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Pitch from Perez. And that is lined to center. And it gets past Rios in center. Young is making his way to second, and he is in with a double. So Uranga scores from third. That ball definitely had some English on it. Rios had a little problem picking it up off the bat. Typically that ball hit right at you as an outfielder is the most difficult to pick up. Yandel Gonzalez is out running now for Andrew Young, who is the pitcher as a courtesy runner. That pitch is way high as we're back to the top of the order, and Isaac Monreal as ball one. His last at bat, he was hit by the pitch, so almost was hit there again. Fastball outside for strike one. 2 runners in so far in the bottom of the second inning. And all of this has happened with 2 outs. And the pitch that gets away from Cooper, the catcher. As the base runner makes his way to third. Two and one's the count, 2 outs. Does a nice job of fighting that inside pitch off. Evens count up at 2-2. Yandel Gonzalez at third base. That pitch was high and tight. Makes it a 3-2 count. And the pitch. And that is a shot into left field. And Velasquez is able to make the play, and that ends the inning. But not before Lakeview takes the lead 2-1. You're watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Welcome back to Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Make our way to the top of the third inning, leading off with the 9-hole hitter for Snyder, Callan Green. As Andrew Young delivers strike one to the second baseman, and that is hit over to the first base. Gaston unable to make the play and throws it wide to Uranga, who was covering at first base, but he's able to quickly get over before Green is able to make the turn to second. So Green is on board on the air from Gaston, and we go back to the top of the order now. Shortstop Ethan Garza. Looking at that game in Lubbock, Snyder is going to be paying attention to this. Strike one on the pitch to Garza. Right now, on the top of the third inning, Friendship Memorial is leading the Estacado Matadors 4-0. So Snyder with a chance to make it into a play-in game for the playoffs. But right now they find themselves down 2-1 to Lakeview, as Andrew Young is now ahead of Garza 1-2. Callan Green on at first base. Looks like Isaac Monreal had a thought trying to get a throw over to first, as Green had really extended his secondary lead. And breaking ball is lined down past the dugout. So we'll have another 2-2 pitch. We thank you for joining us this evening from the north side of San Angelo. Rob Ray along with producer Shay Harris. As Andrew Young misses just low on the pitch. Makes a full count now against Garza. Young comes set, and the pitch that is grounded just past first, and that is a great throw in by Reeves, trying to get the force out at second base, but just late on the throw. So Garza gets the single. Green had to hold up and try to not get hit by that ball. Did a nice job of dancing out of the way. First two batters on base now for Snyder in the top of the third inning. That brings up Adrian Perez, the pitcher. 1-0 now on Perez. And that is popped out of play off the right side. Evens count up at 1-1. Most of the infield now in shadows. And good pitch by Young for strike two. This time of the evening is really difficult as a hitter to pick up the spin on the ball. Advantage to the pitcher. Young comes set and pitch. Gets the wild swing for a strikeout. This is the second time Perez has struck out tonight. That will bring up Ethan Rios. One out in the inning. The center fielder for the Tigers struck out in his first at-bat. And the pitch shows bunt. Bunts it foul down the third base line for strike one. Rios hitting .370 on the season. Scored 17 runs and has a good amount of speed with 16 steals to his credit. And the pitch, breaking ball past the third baseman. And they are loaded for Snyder with one out. So Green is at third, Garza at second, Rios at first. And the cleanup hitter, Seth Cooper, the catcher, making his way up to the plate. He has 12 RBI on the season. You know he'd like to add to that total here. Right now, the sun is really going to be affecting the left fielder, as Julian Monreal had his glove kind of shielding his eyes. Anything hit at him might be trouble for the Chiefs. 0-1 the count. That is fouled off the netting. Strike two. We'll find out here how much confidence Young has in his catcher, senior Isaac Monreal. I expect something to be in the dirt here. Misses outside. One with the fastball. As late as he was on that fastball 2 pitches ago, I'd expect to see some sort of breaking ball. That is hit to the shortstop. Nice play by Woods, and he gets the force out at second base. Woods with the nice play. And here's your Postal Annex instant replay, as he's able to get the ball to Urango with the nice stretch. Scoring on the play was Green. Making his way over to third is Garza, but Rios is out 6-4 at second base for the fielder's choice. That brings up Aiden Claxton, the right fielder. And Young steps off. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Top of the third inning. Snyder's tied up the score at 2. Big spot here for Claxton, who's hitting .370 on the season. Last at bat grounded out to Uranga at second. The 1-0 pitch fouled straight back. 1-1 is the count. Hey fans, if you want to keep up with all our broadcasts and everything we do, the best way is to follow us on our website at conchosports.com and on social media. We're on YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, Threads, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV at Concho Sports. Breaking ball goes outside, and Cooper steals second. So Cooper is now at second, and Garza at first. 2-1 is the count on Claxton. And the pitch, high fastball, swing and a miss by Claxton. Makes it 2-2. Trying to stop the bleeding here. And the wind and the pitch. Strike 3 called. Great pitch by Young. That ends the inning. As we move to the bottom of the third, we are tied at 2. You're watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Welcome back to Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. It's senior night here on the north side, and really a night to think about what could have been for the Chiefs of Lakeview this season. As really it came down to one series against Lubbock Estacado, where they lost to the Matadors twice by a score of 4-2. just one of those two games going the other way, this would have been essentially a play-in game, or a three-way playoff. As it is, the Chiefs ended up losing to Estacado twice. So they are not playing for their playoff lives, but they do have an opportunity on senior night to knock Snyder out of playoff contention. As we move to the bottom of the third inning, Trace Woods, the shortstop, will start the Chiefs off. Adrian Perez begins his third inning of work. Starts with the curveball. It's high, ball one. Woods popped out to the first baseman his first time up. And swing and a miss on the outside fastball. When the Chiefs have shown patience, they have been able to do something. And Trace Woods, able to be patient on that pitch, lines it right back up the middle into center field for his first hit of the evening. That will bring up center fielder Justice Gutierrez. Gutierrez with a single his last time up. Perez checks Woods and then throws over to first. Perez comes set. And the pitch. Outside, but Justice is unable to hold the bat back. Strike one is the call. Woods with his lead off first base. Perez comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Very close on the throw back to first. It's not very often you see a right-handed pitcher that has a deceptive move, but he's really able to get a lot on his throw to first base. And Perez misses outside, ball one. Connor Williams is on deck, the third baseman for the Chiefs. Long hold and the pitch. Breaking ball over for strike two. Nice job by Perez of not only changing speeds but changing locations. The last pitch was that fastball outside. And then kind of got away with a hanging breaking ball, but took enough off it. And that pitch goes outside, evens the count up at 2-2. Chiefs scored 2 runs in the bottom of the second inning on 2 hits and a wild pitch. And they are looking to continue that here as Gutierrez is able to work the count full, again showing some good patience. 3-2, no outs, bottom of the third inning as Trace Woods is over at first. Perez comes set, and the pitch. And that is driven into left center field, where Rios will make the catch. for the first out. That brings up third baseman Connor Williams now with 1 out. Connor was the batter who hit into that unfortunate double play. The great play by Green at second base by Snyder in the bottom of the first inning, where he's able to make the diving catch and then get over to touch first base to double off Isaac Monreal. That ended the 2-men on 1 out threat for the Chiefs in the bottom of the first. Perez delivers strike 1 to Williams. Caleb Shumpert is in the on-deck circle. Pickoff throw chases Trace Woods back to the base. And swing and a miss by Connor Williams. Pitch had some movement on it by Perez. 0-2 is the count. Trace Woods with 7 steals on the season, so he has a little bit of speed. And that is popped. Great play by third baseman Barbosa as he makes the diving catch halfway between third and the pitcher's mound. So with 2 outs, that brings up the designated hitter, Caleb Shumpert. He struck out on 3 pitches his last time up. Trace Woods about 4 or 5 feet off first base. Perez comes set, and the pitch outside, but a swing and miss by Shumpert. 0-1 is the count. Perez comes set, and the pitch, and that is popped up back behind the backstop for strike 2. Outfield playing pretty much straight away, and there goes the runner, and that is tapped over to first baseman Martinez. He will pick it up and make his way to touch the bag for the 3rd out. As we move to the top of the 4th inning, we are tied at 2. You are watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Welcome back to Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Move to the top of the fourth. Andrew Young still pitching for the Chiefs as Caden Barboza lifts it into right field, and a great play made by Dylan Uranga for the out. I was just about to say that oftentimes you see somebody that makes a great defensive play when they lead off the next inning, something magical happens. Well, Barboza made that great play in the last half inning on the pop-up by Connor Williams, making that diving catch halfway between third and the pitcher's mound. And he now turns around and is robbed by Uranga. Great play for the first out, the top of the fourth inning. That brings up Cristo Salazar as the 0-1 pitch goes about 3 feet behind him. 1-1 is the count with one out, top of the fourth. Again, we are keeping an eye on that score from Lubbock Estacado. That is grounded up the middle. Woods picks it up and makes the throw over to Gaston for the out. Nice play, nice throw by Trace Woods, the senior. Quickly, 2 outs in the top of the fourth inning. That brings up first baseman Eamon Martinez. Remember, just a reminder, what's at stake for our game. If Snyder wins and Estacado loses their game against Friendship, they will be tied for the final playoff spot coming from District 5 4A. As that pitch hits Martinez, so he is on board with 2 outs. Probably the last thing that Coach Cortez wanted to see after 2 quick outs is getting a runner on base. That brings up Callan Green. There's a little disagreement between the umpires and the official scores, it looks like, on again, not quite sure what the discussion is about. But after the discussion, we have 2 outs, runner on first base. And Callan Green steps up to the plate. Nice pitch by Young for the swing and a miss. Callan led off the second inning and got on via an error by first baseman Gaston and came around to score the second run of the evening for Snyder. And that breaking ball is fouled back. 1-2 is the count. Young really needs to buckle down here. With a runner on and 2 outs, as Green is the 9-hole hitter, meaning we would bring the lineup to a reset. And Young with a nice breaking ball for the strikeout. Swing and a miss by Green. We are still tied at 2. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
See friendship being
Welcome back to Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Welcome into the booth here at Lakeview High School. Rob Ray and producer Shay Harris bringing you this evening's game. As we make our way to the bottom of the 4th inning. Leading off will be Trevor Reeves, the right fielder. Again, very important game in the playoff seeding pursuit for 4A baseball, as the first place and second place are already locked into playoff spots, as the Lubbock Cooper Liberty Patriots and Friendship Panthers, Memorial Panthers, as that is hit by Trevor Reeves, tapped out in front of the plate, picked up by Perez, and he gets it to Martinez at first for the out. Brings up Paxton Gaston. So Lubbock Cooper and Friendship both have already clinched playoff spots. The third place team is Levelland. They're right now sitting at 6-5 in district, and Estacado is sitting at 5-6. Levelland appears to be safe for the third playoff spot, because though they are losing right now, as that is lined into left field for a hit by Gaston, and he'll make a wide turn at first base, and Velasquez does a nice job of getting that ball back in quickly. That brings up Dylan Uranga, the second baseman. As his last at bat, he got on due to an error by Garza at shortstop. So again, the Levelland Lobos sitting right now sitting pretty at the third playoff spot at 6-5, even though they're losing right now. at Friendship, that would give them a 6-6 record. Estacado is also losing as Uranga gets a bunt down, and nice effort by the catcher, Cooper, to throw over to first base. But Uranga with the all-out sprint down the first base line and the dive into first base. As it looks like Coach Hurst is going to come out and ask about that. Very athletic play by Cooper, the catcher, to field that bunt as Uranga was sprinting out of the batter's box. Now the umpires are going to discuss whether possibly Uranga, maybe they believe Uranga was running inside the baseline. And they determined that Uranga did make it to first, and Martinez was drawn off the bag with that throw by the catcher. Still a great play all around, but the Chiefs are sitting with runners at first and second now with one out. And Andrew Young steps up to the plate. Young with a double his last time up. Young squaring to bunt here. As the first baseman is playing in, but not the third baseman. As the throw goes down to third base, and it goes past the third baseman, and Gaston will score. So the Chiefs and Coach Cortez put on a double steal, and here is your Postal Annex instant replay. As Andrew Young had squared to bunt, ball was delivered, ball one, and Paxton Gaston steals third base, and then the ball goes into foul territory, gets away from third baseman Barboza, and Gaston is able to score. And Young takes a breaking ball for strike one, as it's 1-1 now, one out. One run in, and Dylan Uranga standing at third base. And here comes Uranga. He's stealing home, and the squeeze play works to perfection, and Andrew Young gets the ball down, and he is safe at first base. No, they are calling him out. But the squeeze play works as Uranga was sprinting before that pitch was thrown. Young appears to make it to first base, but they're saying that the umpire is saying that Young made a deliberate attempt to hit the ball out of the glove of the first baseman. So Young will actually be out. In case you're scoring at home, he'll be out 1-3. but Young will get another RBI as Uranga scored on that squeeze attempt. Go back to the top of the order now. Isaac Monreal is up. And that is a drive into left field, and that is sending the left fielder back, Velasquez, and it falls in. And Monreal slides into second base for a double. So Monreal with a shot into the left center field alley. Neither Velasquez or Rios are able to get there. And he is standing at second base as Ethan Packard is now in running for Monreal. So Packard is at second base running for Monreal, and Trace Woods steps up for his third at bat of the evening. That pitch is delivered, strike one. Interesting how Snyder is trying to keep Packard close as it's leaving a huge hole on the left side of the infield for Woods to get. He's able to pull one between third and short. Expect Packard to be making his way around third to try to score. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's a pickoff. Packard is back safe. Woods is 1 for 2 so far this evening, with a pop out to the first baseman and a sharply hit single to center field, his second time up. And the pitch, and there's a shot past the shortstop, and Packard is going to round third, and he is going to score. Great piece of base running. Good piece of hitting by Woods not to try to do too much with that, as the shortstop, Garza, was just unable to make the play there. As Lakeview now leads 5-2 as we're in, Justice Gutierrez is now up. Runner at second base, 2 outs. Perez comes set. And that is shot to right field. And Woods is making his way to third base, and a great throw. A great throw from the right fielder, Claxton. But he was originally called safe on the slide. And here's your Postal Annex replay. That appears to be the end of the bottom of the fourth inning. You're watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Welcome back to Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Move our way to the top of the fifth as the Chiefs score 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning, and could have been primed for more as Justice Gutierrez, with a hit to right field, the right fielder makes an absolute dart of a throw to third base. Originally, Trace Woods is called safe at third on a great slide, but as he was going to make his way to standing again, he ends up off the base and is tagged out for the 3rd out of the inning. And that is a strikeout by Andrew Young of Ethan Garza, an Alpha Paving strikeout on 3 pitches. It's got to feel good for Andrew Young to see those runs end up on the board there in the bottom of the 4th inning. He can breathe a little bit. That is Young's 7th strikeout of the evening. Brings up Adrian Perez, the pitcher for the Tigers. And quickly, strike 2. Andrew just rearing back and throwing heat. And strike 3. That brings up Ethan Rios, the center fielder. Ethan is 1 for 2 so far this evening, with a strikeout in the 1st inning and then a single to left field. 1-0 is the count. Young with the pitch. That is fouled off the netting for strike 1. Again, an absolutely beautiful evening for baseball here on the north side of San Angelo. Paints the corner for strike 2. As temperatures right now hovering about 81, 82 degrees. Almost no wind at all. Great evening for baseball on a Friday night. Just a little low. Rios is able to lay off the pitch, making it now 3-2. Full count. 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. And he gets the swing and a miss. Rios is down on strikes for the Alpha Paving strikeout. You're watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Back to Chiefs baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We are moving now to the bottom of the fifth inning. Lakeview, after scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the fourth, has a 5-2 lead. As Connor Williams will start off the fifth inning. He watches strike 1. And the breaking ball just inside, 1-1. Checking in on that other game that we were paying attention to in Lubbock, the Matadors of Estacado have put a couple of runs on the board and now are behind by 3 going to the bottom of the fifth as they are down 5-2 to Friendship Memorial. Again, if Estacado loses that game and Snyder is able to come back and win this game, there will be a play-in game between Snyder and Estacado. Right now on senior night, Lakeview has something to say about that. And they would love to send their Northside faithful home with a win as Williams pops it into right field. A long run. Long run for Reeves. I'm sorry, long run for Claxton out there in right field. And he makes the catch. Great play by Claxton as Williams is out for the first out of the bottom of the fifth inning. We've seen both Claxton in right and Velasquez in left make running catches where they have had to run a good 75, 80 feet at a full sprint and make that catch going across the foul line. So both those players, nice job. Caleb Shumpert is the batter, the designated hitter for the Chiefs. 1-1 is the count. And the pitch by Perez outside, and Shumpert waves and misses at it. 1-2 is the count. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Shumpert not able to adjust to it. He is down swinging for the second time this evening. And that brings up Trevor Reeves, right fielder. He is 0 for 2. They fly out to left field and grounded back to the pitcher last inning. Swing and a miss on the delivery from Perez. 0-1 is the count. And the breaking ball in the inside corner, Reeves is able to foul it off. 0-2. Looking ahead to the top of the sixth inning, Snyder will have 4, 5, and 6. Cooper, Claxton, and Barboza. As we have a strikeout of Reeves to end the bottom of the fifth quickly. You are watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality.
Welcome back to Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union, as we are now in the top of the sixth inning, as Snyder has 4, 5, and 6. Seth Cooper leading off the top of the sixth inning. Snyder with 2 runs on 3 hits. Lakeview with 5 runs on 9 hits. Young doing a great job of keeping these Tiger batters off balance with his curveball and fastball, and that is hit to center field. And Gutierrez is able to make the play for the first out. Brings up Aiden Claxton. Aiden is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Young with 8 strikeouts so far in the evening. Twice he has struck out the side in the first inning and the 5th inning. The 0-1 pitch, strike 2. Oh, 0-2 to Aiden Claxton, the right fielder. And caught looking for the Alpha Paving strikeout as Young drops a breaking ball in the inside corner and just absolutely froze Claxton for the second out of the inning. That brings up Caden Barboza, the third baseman for the Tigers. It was Young's 9th strikeout of the evening. The 1-0 pitch fouled off up into the netting. 1-1. Pitch by Young. That is hit towards the second baseman and takes a bad hop as Uranga is unable to make the play. Very unlucky bounce. As Barboza is on with 2 outs, that brings up Cristo Salazar, the designated hitter. He is 0 for 2 this evening. And that is fouled straight back. 0-1 is the count. The 0-1 pitch. Right back to Young. He will collect, throw underhand to Gaston at first for the out. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Lakeview is up 5-2. You are watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Welcome back to Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Time running out on the Snyder Tigers to make a push into the playoffs as we're moving into the bottom of the sixth inning. Lakeview is up 5-2. Right now, checking the score of that game from Lubbock Estacado, the Matadors are down by 2. 5-3 as they're moving into the top of the sixth inning. Paxton Gaston will lead off and hits it sharply to short. And Garza, he gets it over to Martinez for the out. That'll bring up Dylan Uranga. He is 1 for 2 for the evening. Got on base in the second inning thanks to an error by the shortstop and came around to score on a wild pitch. And then hit a single in the fourth inning. Uranga watches a generous strike call. 0-1 is the count. That ball is low. 1-1 the count. And popped up just out of play down the first base line. Makes it 1-2. Hey fans, check out why First Community is the #1 local auto lender with great rates on new, used, or refinanced autos and a variety of payment options. They can help make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, apply online at 1cfcu.org or give them a call at 325-653-1465. Rates and terms based on approved credit. And Uranga down on strikes for the second out brings up Andrew Young. Young is 1 for 2 with a double in the second inning, and then line shot to third. Barboza picks it up, and that throw makes it past the first baseman, Martinez. So Young will be on base for the second time this evening, as the courtesy runner will come out. That'll be Yandel Gonzalez. So Young with the single. Gonzalez now at first base running for him. And they're back up to the top of the order. And Isaac Monreal. 1-0 is the count. Inside. And the pickoff down to first base, and they get the out. Gonzalez just a little slow getting back to first base, and he is picked off, but we head to the top of the seventh inning. You're watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Welcome back to Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. As we made our way to the top of the seventh inning, Snyder's running out of opportunities as the door is wide open for them to make it into a play-in game against Estacado. They are down to Lakeview 5-2. And they have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the top of the seventh inning, facing Andrew Young. And Young has come out of the gate here 3-0. Not the way that Coach Cortez would want him to start. And that is over for strike one. And strike two. Martinez has been on. He was hit by a pitch in the fourth inning and popped out to the catcher in the second inning. That has popped up down the third base line and coming all the way over, almost making the play, was Woods. Great effort as the shortstop made a long run from his spot all the way over up against the fence line. 3-2 is the count to Martinez. As Young is now sitting at the 90 pitch mark. And fouled off. We'll do it again. After the discussion is over with Coach Hurst and the umpire. 3-2 pitches fouled off once again. We'll do it again. Again, this Chiefs team showing what could have been for the season. As they have put together 9 hits this evening. And broke this game open in the 5th inning, scoring 3 runs. 3-2 again. And that is ball 4. So Martinez is on with a walk. And if you are the Snyder Tigers, that is what you needed. You just needed a chance. As Friendship is opening up that game, they are now up 7-3 on Estacado in the top of the 6th inning. So just a reminder, the Tigers with a lot to play for here in the top of the 7th inning. As Colin Green is up and the big swing and a miss. Tried to make it a 1-run game with 1 swing of the bat. And the pitch from Young, swing and a miss, strike 2. Young has done really well when he has gotten the first pitch of an at-bat over for a strike. It's when he has started with a ball that it's just a different mentality, and the Alpha Paving strikeout of Green. 1 out now, top of the 7th inning. That is the 10th strikeout of the evening for Young. Back to the top of the lineup, Ethan Garza, the shortstop, is up with one man on and one out. Swing and a miss. And that ball gets away from Monreal. And Martinez able to make his way down to second base. Swing and a miss. Two is the count. One out. Runner at second base for Snyder. And the pitch from Young. Swing and a miss. Strike three. It's another Alpha Paving strikeout. The official score has it as 11 strikeouts. I actually have it as 12. Either way, Young is pitching one heck of a game. So 2 outs, and Adrian Perez, the pitcher for the Tigers, is all that's standing between Lakeview and sending the Northsiders home happy on senior night as Perez fouls off strike one. Young misses high. Ball one. Perez is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts this evening, trying to avoid the golden sombrero. Young steps off, and Martinez is back to second. And the pitch hits the outside corner for strike two. Perez down to his final strike. 1 and 2's the count. 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. Martinez at second. Young comes set. And the pitch. Fastball about a foot outside. Evens the count up at 2 and 2. The 2-2 pitch. And it is popped up. In comes first baseman Gaston, and he makes the play. And that ends the ball game as the Lakeview Chiefs defeat the Snyder Tigers 5-2 on senior night here on the north side. We'll be back momentarily to recap this evening's game. You're watching Chiefs Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Friendship being
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Welcome back to Chiefs Baseball and a Chiefs win on Concho Sports Network presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Really great all-around effort this evening by Lakeview. Recapping the game, Snyder scored first in the top of the second inning, making it 1-0, and Lakeview immediately answered with 2 runs of their own in the bottom of the second inning. Snyder then answered back with 1 run in the third inning, and it remained 2-2 until the fourth inning, where Lakeview scored 3 times, and then Snyder never really challenged from that point forward. The outstanding performance of the game is Andrew Young, the pitcher for Lakeview, as he had 12 strikeouts, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, and 1 hit by pitch. Great job by Andrew Young pitching. And oh yeah, he was 2 for 3 with a single, a double, and a squeeze play, well-executed bunt that almost ended up with him at first base, but he executed that bunt perfectly, where the second run scored for the Chiefs in the fourth inning. So the playoff hopes for Snyder are dashed, as Estacado will take the 4th spot in District 5 4A into the playoffs. Levelland will go in as the 3rd seed. Again, a season of what could have been for Lakeview. Really what ended up costing them was their first loss to Snyder, 7-3, and then losing to Estacado twice, 4-2. Great job on senior night. Congratulations to Coach Cortez and the seniors, especially those who started. It was Isaac Monreal at catcher, Trace Woods at short, Justice Gutierrez at center, and Dylan Uranga at second base. Just a reminder, if you want to keep up with all of our broadcasts and everything we do, the best way is to follow us on our website at conchosports.com and on social media. We're on YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, Threads, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV at Concho Sports. Again, the Lakeview Chiefs win on senior night 5-2, defeating the Snyder Tigers and knocking them out of playoff contention. For producer Shay Harris, I'm Rob Ray saying thank you very much for joining us this evening. We look forward to having you on board for another game soon. Have a good night.